Welcome to the channel, everyone. Today I got my Polaris Ranger 6x6 in the shop, and I'm going to show you. I put a power dump on this thing, and I'll link the actuator, the power actuator that I used. It actually came with a wireless remote, but I ended up using, I have a switch in the cab that runs a electric 3-point. Basically all it does is switch the polarity of the switch, so that makes the RAM go up and down just like the RAM on my 3-point. So I'll link what I have, and you can wire it up, and I could stand here and push the button and it's going to go up and down. I may do that later, I don't know, but I just wanted to show you how I did this. Like I said, I'll link everything. It is a custom deal. I'm just going to push my switch in here. It's all custom because this Ranger is custom, so it might not relate to many people, but I'll like I said, I'll give you the parts I used and everything. I'll show you how I did it. This is not fast by any means, but I'm not using my back to lift this bed up. I did put like 500-600 pounds on the front half of the bed here, just to kind of see if this would handle it. It didn't seem to have any trouble lifting that 600 pounds. It's rated to 1,350 pounds or something like that. It'll push 6,000 Newton meters and it'll pull 4,000 Newton meters. I'm not sure exactly what that means, but yeah, I think this will do anything that I can get in the bed. Like I said, it's not fast. It takes probably a little over a minute to fully extend, and then it takes a little over a minute to go all the way down. But the cost was not that bad for this. And you know, I have a Ranger 1500. I just got a Ranger 1500. It has a power dump, and it goes up really fast and goes down really fast. It's $1,000 for that electric actuator that does that. I could spend $1,000. I could retrofit this and put that under this Ranger, but for about $900 some less, I've got this that's going to do everything I need it to do, I think. I did this before, and I think the RAM was only rated for like 300 pounds or whatever. This is rated for, like I said, 1,300 some pounds, 6,000. It'll push 6,000 Newton meters. Exactly, I don't know exactly what that all means, but I think it's going to work out for what I'm going to do with it. So I think I'm going to take you off the tripod and give you a better look and show you how I got this installed. Okay, so there's the electric actuator. I honestly forget the length of this, but I had to go all the way down to the framework down there because there's like nothing there. Otherwise I would have had to build a frame, and I didn't want to have to build all kinds of stuff. I just used the brackets that they sent, and I just welded them down to the floor of that framework. That I actually made that because this is like a custom Ranger. I put this independent rear suspension into it. The older Rangers were straight axle, but like I said, this is all custom. For this mount up here, I don't know if you can see that, but I cut out the Polaris bracket there, and I put in the bracket that they sent with the kit, and I welded it on because the pin size was a little different, and I didn't want to have to custom make something, so I just cut it out and welded it in there. Probably could have found something that you could have used like a bushing or something. You could have used the factory mount. The factory has 2 mounts. Not exactly sure why there's 2 holes. There's one there, and there's one that I cut out and used there. So not sure why they got 2 of them, but yeah, that's pretty much it. Like I said, the wiring. I had the wiring that went to my electric 3-point hitch that I have. I just got the same plug-in, and I wired it into the electric actuator there. Where is it at? Here it is. Right here. No, right here it is. There it is. Right there. Where my finger's at. It's just like a trailer plug-in. Is all that is. And when I put my 3-point on, I'll have to unplug that, which is actually a good thing, because if I run this dump bed with the 3-point on, it's going to crash into the 3-point hitch and wreck the bed or wreck something, because I think this actuator is pretty stout. In the pictures I saw, they were using it to like angle solar panels. And it wasn't just a few solar panels. It was, they had some pretty decent sized steel frame, and they had a whole row of these panels on there. And if it can move that, I don't see it having any trouble pivoting this. You know, it don't really have to lift it up. It just has to kind of pivot because it's a dump bed. So I guess, guys, that's it. Like I said, I'll link everything in the description and the first comment. Everything that I use, the actuators and stuff like that. So hopefully this will give someone an idea or kind of maybe a starting point if they want to add the power dump to their Ranger, or I guess whatever dump bed they have. If you can do a little fabrication, it's a lot easier. If you can't do welding and stuff like that, it's probably going to be a little harder. And it's probably going to be a lot harder. But if you get the right size ram and stuff, and you could bolt to things, that would help you out. When it goes down, I actually have it putting a little bit of pressure, having it put a little pressure on the bed, like pulling it down. That's going to help keep the bed from vibrating and squeaking, making noises like it does from the factory. When it has the bed latch, usually there's a thing right here that'll hook, and there's a lever here, and you pull this lever and you unhook the bed, and then it's got a little gas strut that helps push the bed up. But this, like I said, isn't fast. But I'll take a slow power dump any day. So that's going to do it for this one, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed it. I'll see you.